FIGR launching 16.37% before the bell is not a stock move. It is a cult initiation. And welcome to Dayrade Daily, where we worship gap monsters and scalp them for rent money while pretending to be responsible adults.
Yeah, FIGR plus GLXY up 13.48% and ENTG almost 10.08%. This is not a market, this is a speed run, so smash like and subscribe or my broker personally widens your spreads. I am convinced.
Average volatility 6.42% and sentiment bullish. Translation: the casino turned the music louder again. So yes, we will talk FIGR, GLXY, semis like ENTG and AMAT, and also how not to implode before lunch.
Structurally, today is about financial rockets like FIGR and GLXY, tech momentum in ENTG, COHR, ASTS, and AMAT, plus stealth utility squeeze in VST. We will map opening drives, VWAP tests, and mean reversion spots, so you are not just randomly mashing buy like Jet.
I mash strategically, thank you. This is Dayrade Daily for Friday, January 16, 2026, where we try to serve these numbers and also keep Toro from declaring FIGR a new religion before the open.
Too late, my people. FIGR is already the temple. 16.37% gap. Strong guidance raise. Heavy pre-market volume. Tight spreads. I want opening range breakout long, and I am selling pieces every emotional spike, not diamond handing this thing.
Of course the high priest wants the breakout. I see 16.37% into prior congestion. I am stalking a fade if FIGR stalls near pre-market high, shorting exhaustion wicks with tight risk and covering into the first proper flush near VWAP. Boring, but survivable.
I am the gremlin in the middle, tiny started on FIGR if spreads behave. Scalp micro pullbacks on 1 minute opening drive. If it snaps below VWAP with speed, I am flat instantly. Trading tip 1. If the gap is over 15%, you do not earn respect for size. You just earn margin calls.
For FIGR, I want confirmation this is not just one fund joyfully covering. I wait for pre-market breakout zone to be retested from above with volume not collapsing. Then I go long with risk just below that intraday shelf. Yes, it is slower, but I like being able to sleep, unlike Jet.
Sleep is for swing traders. My people, if FIGR breaks pre-market high with conviction and tape stays aggressive, I am adding. But if you chase the third extended candle and then cry that it pulled back, that is not manipulation. That is gravity and your bad entry.
Gravity and your bad entry should be this show's tagline. Also, quick tip. If you are buying FIGR 16.37% higher than yesterday and do not know the catalyst, you are not trading, you are role-playing. At least skim the news blurb first.
Speaking of role-playing, GLXY flying 13.48% off this crypto complex melt-up and custody headlines. This is pure sentiment gasoline. I want quick opening range breakout scalp. Then if it goes vertical, I flip short when buyers start getting instantly rejected.
GLXY is literally the leverage of the leverage. My people, I treat this like a festival trade. Tiny size, quick in, quick out. And if Reddit is screaming, it goes only up, I am already planning the reversal short, near prior daily resistance, not arguing with chat rooms.
GLXY is where you learn the phrase liquidity vacuum. I wait for failed breakout above pre-market high, short into that failure with stop just over the wick. First target VWAP, second target prior consolidation, and no, I do not marry anything tied to crypto sentiment.
GLXY also reacts to funding rates and overall risk appetite in financials, not just token prices. If FIGR and MS hold strength while GLXY starts diverging, that relative weakness is juicy for a short thesis, correlation trades for degenerates with spreadsheets.
Bro, did you just pitch a pair trade to people who still misclick market versus limit? They are writing GLXY with an extra vowel in chat. Love you though, Orin. Keep the brain stuff coming.
While Jet bullies academia, ENTG ripping 9.08% and AMAT up 5.69% means semis are having a revival sermon. Earnings relief plus supply chain commentary. I like ENTG opening drive long as it holds. First pullback, higher low, scaling out into prior daily levels.
ENTG 9.08% is big but not insane for a high beta chip name. I am hunting a short only if it extends far from VWAP with shrinking 5-minute volume. Otherwise I scalp both ways but tiny size, because semiconductor reversals are like my ex, sudden and expensive.
For AMAT up 5.69%, I prefer patience. Let the first 30 minutes print a clear range, then trade breakouts or breakdowns of that structure instead of guessing direction. Trading tip 2, drawing one good box beats spamming 10 bad entries.
I draw boxes, I just also ignore them. For ENTG, I am playing momentum. Only when tape is clean. If spreads widen or it starts candle whipping, I step away. Because no one wants to explain to their therapist they blew up over a 9.08% chip gap.
Speaking of therapist trades, VST sneaking higher, 6.63%, and boring utilities is wild. That is usually the sleepy corner, but now it is a momentum side quest. I like breakout retest setups here. Long only if it rides above VWAP with steady grind, not huge wicks.
If VST is your side quest, you either really know what you are doing, or you really do not. 6.63% in a utility usually means some pricing or policy shift. I will fade only if it rejects prior weekly resistance with obvious seller footprints. Otherwise, I leave it alone.
Utilities like VST can trap intraday shorts because slower money chases them as defensive plays. If you see pullbacks with volume drying instead of panic, that is often continuation, not reversal. Do not short things just because you think they are supposed to be boring.
Speaking of traps, core blasting 6.44% and ASTS up 6.33%. Feel like the stocks that hold right when you brag in chat. I am pure scalping both off level to level. In fast stuff, my average hold time is like my dating life, under 3 minutes.
Under 3 minutes explains a lot. With COHR and ASTS 6-point-something% gappers. I care about liquidity first. If tape is thin, you get wicked. I try tiny feeler size. Demand it respects levels cleanly or I bail immediately. Survival, not heroics.
My people, remember, average volatility is 6.42% and overall sentiment is bullish. So this is the day where you think every breakout is ordained. Quick reminder, sometimes the best trade is smashing like and subscribing, then not touching the worst ticker on your watch list.
Also HL up 5.97% in basic materials and CRWV up 5.8% in tech. Show breadth. If you are long the leaders like FIGR and ENTG and these second-tier names roll over, consider taking some profit. Correlation works both ways, sadly.
I consider taking profit, then volatility hits and I consider doubling. But seriously, if HL 5.97% starts knife dropping while your leader lagged, maybe scale, not add. Panic candles are cool for screenshots, not for P&L.
Someone clipped Jet saying scale, not add. That right there is growth. Also remember MS up 5.78%. with FIGR and GLXY means financials are roaring. Fading that whole sector blindly is how you join my legendary losses club.
Legendary Losses Club has great stories, but terrible snacks for MS. I like dip buys into VWAP if FIGR and GLXY keep trend. Selling to prior day highs. No need to guess tops when you could just harvest the middle like a disciplined little gremlin.
One more technique tip, since Jet is evolving. If you are trading multiple correlated names like FIGR, MS, GLXY, pick one as your main and cut size on the others. Otherwise, you are not diversified. You are just triple wrong faster.
Triple wrong faster is honestly my brand. But yeah, I am doing that more. One main weapon, two side quests. And if two of them stop making sense, I hit flat on all three. There is always another candle. There is not always another account.
Before we lightning round predictions, my people, tap like so the algo gods maybe bless your feels. Or at least so I can keep wearing this charcoal Dayrade V-neck instead of a name tag at some sad sales job.
Lightning round time degenerates. My bold call. FIGR does one more insane squeeze, then reverses so hard half of FinTwit suddenly claims they shorted the top perfectly, while their accounts quietly say otherwise. Trade the chart, not the victory posts.
GLXY prediction. It holds twice, resumes once with a 5% gap higher, then slowly grinds lower while Reddit writes a 20-page manifesto blaming latency. I am only touching it for scalps between the drama.
ENTG and AMAT prophecy. Semiconductors become a pseudo-religion for the day. Every dip is treated like a divine buying opportunity, until one ugly 5-minute candle appears, and suddenly everyone remembers risk. I plan to be flat before that sermon ends.
My hot take? VST becomes the meme utility of the week. People start posting fake worship altars for 6.63% candles while ignoring their actual power bills. I just ride the trend intraday and refuse to check Twitter until after close.
COHR and ASTS prediction. One of them will be the screenshot hero with perfect entries. The other will be the unspoken disaster no one mentions. Try very hard not to let your account star in that second category.
Final chaos call. HL and CRWV either slow grind higher while everyone is distracted, or they rug the late chasers 5% in 10 minutes. I am only entering if the tape is clean and my heart rate monitor does not start singing.
That is the show, my people. FIGR, GLXY, ENTG, AMAT, VST, COHR, ASTS, HL, CRWV, and the rest of this 6.42% circus. Trade the plan, not the fantasy. Hit subscribe so you do not miss tomorrow's disaster. And may your first trade of the day actually make sense.